As you guys know, well, basically, today I'm going to be removing the color that's in my hair by myself. Um, I have earlier, like last week maybe, I decided to put some vampire red and some ultraviolet purple in my hair because I got bored. So today we're going to be using color oops to get it out because washing washing it did not work. And uh, I'm trying to figure out where I can put this mic where it won't fall. Maybe right here. Maybe not. I'll just hold it for now. So let's get this color oops out and put it on the hair. So basically, it says that it's a semi-permanent remover. I'm not sure what that means. And it removes all shades of purple, blue, green, pink, red, orange, yellow, and yellow, which are two of the colors that I've used in my hair, but only one of them is in my head still, which is the red. Listen to this. We just did that on the floor because we really don't need it right now. We got, yes, the Bond Rejuvenating Mask. We got not one but two of those. We have not one but two lightning powders. And we have a little mixing tool. And we have Oxide Developer. We are not going to use all of this. It's only a couple of pieces of hair that are still red. So, it said it came with gloves. I don't see those in here right now, but they're probably in there. We have a tint brush and a bowl. And it says it's come with a cap and an instruction sheet. So, I guess we're going to read the instructions, figure out how to do this, and yeah. Oh, it comes with two instruction sheets. So we only need one. So we're gonna put this one to the side. Same with one lightning powder and one Bond Rejuvenating Mask. We're gonna put all of this to the side. So we only have, that's a different instruction sheet. So we only have one of everything now over here. This is section my hair, but my hair is technically already sectioned. What is this? Yo, what is this? What is this? I don't think this is gloves, but okay. I'm gonna sit that in the sink. Oh, I found the gloves. They're on the back. Don't worry. Hold on, let me put this. It says before. They always have a before you begin, but we don't need today. We don't need that because that's me taking out a strand of hair that I do not have right now. So, and I know I'm not allergic to this stuff. So, actually, I need to go get something. All right, I'm back. If you can't tell what this is Aquaphor. It is for the edges of my hair. That you got it. So prepare your work area. Work area, super messy. Let's clean it up. On the other side, the 3 things that we need. Put it inside the bowl that we're gonna use. Comb. We don't really need that. We're gonna put this in the drawer. Drawer. Oops. Oops. Drawer. That right there is a do-rag, which we don't really need. Glass. We're gonna put this in this speaker I have over here. Shave cream. Put that under the sink for now. For now. We're gonna need that before school starts. We're gonna need that before school starts. And I am doing all this before my hair appointment because I wasn't even supposed to dye my hair until after the appointment and after I took the style out. Oopsies, because what the person did to my hair was bleach my hair. So what I did to my hair was add the color. So now I have to. I wonder if this is the. Is this the cap that I'm supposed to be putting on my head? Hello. It's plastic. A child could suffocate. What the heck are we doing? This is a 0 out of. This is like a 3 out of 10 right here. Because what? A child could suffocate because of that. So, work area is now clean. I sectioned my hair. It's already sectioned. But we're going to section it before we put the stuff on it again. Because I'm not ready to take this off. Because I just woke up not too long ago. We have to go get our iPad. So, we have to go get our iPad. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. The iPad's in the drawer. So, because you're only allowed to sit this in your head for a certain amount of time, I believe. Apply the roots, check processing time, which is like an hour. And it's 1:35 right now. So, I woke up 30 minutes ago, chat. 30 minutes ago. So, let's. Okay. I found it. We're good. So, first things first, open and pour out half the oxide developer into the mixing bowl. We're not going to use all of this. So, this pack is going to last us for like a while, maybe. So, just pour out half. We don't even need half, we only need a little bit. So, we'll pour out that much, which isn't half. We have a lot left, as you can see, because we poured it to like the very bottom of the thing. Top back one hand, because we're holding a mic. Next thing's next. Open and pour the entire contents of 1 lightening powder and 1 bond rejuvenating mask. That's where these come in handy, because I don't know how to open things with one hand, obviously. Oh, wow. Obviously don't need this anywhere near my mic. I don't know if you guys can see, but like a bunch of the powder fell. Not a bunch, but some of it. Get that off of my fingers. This actually smells really good. Where's the powder at? Pour a little bit more of that into there. So it's still full of powder, kind of. Balm Rejuvenating Mask. We're gonna put the mic down for this one because we need to make sure none is at the top of this where we open. So so okay, so I was just speaking into this. What? Okay, so now what we're gonna do, because because of all that, wow, you're supposed to. Am I supposed to add this into the mixing bowl? Yes, yes, I am. Okay. This smells like bleach. Because like the strong scented and the how strong scented it is, that is like bleach. Now we have to use this to mixy. It's like purplish, like bleach. Kidding? I don't know what color bleach is. I've like never seen it as many times as my hairdresser has put. It looks like the color of bleach, and as many times as my hairdresser has put it on my head, I have not seen what it actually looks like. So this is fun. Now we take out the hair and separate the red pieces, which are mostly at the roots. So this is going to be a little hard to do, but let's find out. Take this, put it here. As we can already see, there are some red pieces sticking out. So let's get them. 1, 2, oh my god, 3. That's not red. That's red. So 4. No. Yeah, 5. Because I really don't know how many of these pieces are actually red still. 6. Is this one? No. Yeah. 7. Okay, hold on, because this is really hard to find out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate. What we're gonna do is we're gonna section my hair now. section number 1 from all of this, because we don't know how much is like still red or not. Section number 2 is going to be in the back here, so we're going to figure out how much of these pieces need to be in the back. Ow. All right. This is the section we're going to work on today. It's the only section that we're going to work on today. So let's hope we have enough. Let's go ahead and get this iPad onto our timer, because it's now 1:45. Timer is 60 minutes an hour. Do not answer that. We're just going to put it for an hour because it goes all the way up to 59. So after we apply it and we put that on our head, we're gonna start the timer, and then we're gonna stop the camera, and then we're going to come back after the timer is done to rinse this out. We're gonna come back, see what happened, and then we're gonna rinse it out. Hopefully all of it is out. So it says check the color every 5 to 10 minutes, but you do not exceed the 60-minute limit. So let's get these gloves. I like how these ones came with gloves, but if you know, all hair coloring boxes that come with gloves are like bound to get your hands dirty. So like I would have grabbed some gloves on my own, but I did not need to leave my base. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so I'm gonna say it again. So basically, these gloves that come with like the hair coloring stuff are like bound to get your hands messy. I don't know why, but like the color seeps through them for some reason, which is crazy, right? So I would have grabbed some of my own, but I did not want to leave my basement. So now we're gonna add all this hair color diffusing stuff into this. So let's get into it. Oh, it got on my sink. I did it differently. I added it to the roots first and then to the hair. Add it to this one. Special. Give me this one from here. This back one so we can do that one really quickly. Did I grab it? Okay. I don't know about that one. I really don't care. I just need the like main. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna start using our hands because using this is not working for me. My thumb isn't even in the right place. That works a lot easier. I need to make sure. Now we have to get the roots. No, it's like, why the roots? Oh my god, with my roots. But we don't care. Ice. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. If I had like a certain amount of okayness and like yeah, like my parents wouldn't care. I would definitely, most definitely bleach my eyebrows. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Hmm? Actually, no. What we're gonna do is this. I got it on my actual hand, okay? Alright, it has not been an hour. It's only been like a minute. But basically, I've been holding this off for about like 3 days, right? Because I was supposed to do it on Monday. Didn't. Then Tuesday. And didn't. Then Wednesday. And didn't. And Thursday, I was supposed to do it. But like Thursday night, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Ended up going to sleep. So now it's Friday, and I woke up and decided it's the perfect time to literally do my hair. We're cleaning our instruments. We're like cleaning up right now. So if you wonder, that's I do clean up behind myself a lot of the times, especially if I know someone's gonna come. Like if I know someone's gonna like have like an urge to like look through my look and see what I've been doing. I do clean up. This is giving a lot of bubbles. So this is really weird. Like it is a lot of bubbles. So like I can't even know, I don't even know how much of this is like still dirty. But it's all bubbles. Alright, we still got a little bit of in here, so but like something that bubbles up you gotta be careful for because like you never know if it's all the way clean. So gotta go through it a couple of times so I can actually make sure that it's 100% clean. We are using hot water, so it like I don't know. Hot water. I don't know what hot water does. So the black thing is clean. We'll set that to the side now. We're basically using this to like get rid of everything that I like dropped on the side. If you want me to like actually like clean it, I would use like shampoo, right? Our gloves. We're just gonna sit these to the side because we are gonna need them again. But I'm not sure where I set them to the side to, because my whole sink is like what? All right. And our trash. We're gonna throw it in the trash. I know, right? We're putting something in the trash. What the heck? The color oop packets. Where is the box? Bingo, bingo. Ooh, that would have been so bad if it got wet. We're gonna turn the water off now, because that would have been so bad if it got wet. This right here, we normally would use like a clip or something. We're gonna roll it up and see. We're gonna put some tape on it. Tape works, people. Tape works. I'll put the first three into here. We're gonna put this. juice. Oh my god, that's so loud. So all packaged up, all nicely and everything. Back in the box it goes. All right. Put the box under the counter. With all my other hair stuff and soaps, and we forgot the oxide developer. We can sit that in our shower caddy. Not sure how long it's been, but I think it's been like 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is too long. It hasn't even been 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. So we have 50 more minutes. We gotta check our hair though, because it's been 10 minutes. I don't see any color coming out yet, like all the way. Since there's only a little bit, we probably don't need the full 60 seconds. So we're gonna come back to you guys. Adios. Alright, basically it's been about half an hour. And there's still color. Oh shoot. Did I know that has applicator in it? We're gonna take this off and check through them. So. Just because I don't think is you know, that over here. It is getting color, but like at the same time, you know, it's like it's getting lighter, but it's not taking the color out. So in 30 minutes, we'll come back and like this. So we're gonna come back in a certain amount of time. We're gonna come back in 27 minutes, guys. So, or we'll just leave you guys here, and I'll there's a chair in here. So I brought a chair because I didn't want to go anywhere else but this bathroom. So I'm gonna search up something. So basically, I'm gonna give you guys a little about me because this will be the first video that I put up, and then we're gonna have a second video, which is gonna be on the very first day of school, which is like not even next week, guys. Which isn't that crazy? It's like the 25th. We go back to school, and it's 10 days away. 10 days. I know, right? So let's start off with name. It's on the channel. It's literally my name, Layla Brown. That is my name. I am. I'll tell you the grade I'm going into, and you can kind of narrow it down. My age. I'm going into the 11th grade, high school. I'm in high school. This is my third year. This is gonna be my third year in high school. How long have I had dreads? About 2 years. Actually, around 3 years. I've had them for around 3 years. I got them in ninth grade, and we're going into the 11th grade, so 3 years. It'd be 3 years closer to Christmas, right? Yeah, closer to Christmas. It'd be 3 years closer to Christmas. Biggest fear I have is getting popular for the wrong reasons. Meaning, I get popular and then it's for like an embarrassing video or something stupid. I'm not saying that all my actions are stupid, but it's gonna be like for something silly, right? Getting popular for the wrong reasons. That's like a big fear on like the internet. Like, outside of the internet, it'd have to be like I'm about to show you doors that are cracked open. Like if it's cracked open and I'm alone, I will freak out because none of my doors are cracked open around me. This door closed. This door closed and locked. That door over there, it is closed, but that door leads to my bedroom. This door leads to another bedroom. This door leads to the outside to where my stairs are. I currently live in the basement of my house. No, I wasn't forced to move down here. I basically wanted my own space. I wanted to be able to go to sleep on my own time and not have somebody barging into my room like that. And I wanted a room without a headboard on my bed. So that's why I'm in that room because the bed is literally on the floor. The only reason I could hurt myself is if I fall out of the bed on I think that's the right side. I'm not really sure, right or left side, because on one side I have a dresser, same height as the bed. So if I like fling my arm out, I might hit it. So that's another way I might hurt myself, or I fall off the bed. Which it's not very far because I could like literally slide off the bed. It won't hurt as much because I fell off of it before. Let's see. What else? Favorite color would have to be this color right here, which is purple. 100% purple. We're gonna. I am currently in search for a job. Not just a summer job, because if it was just a summer job, I would have already had it. But a job in general, because I need money and I don't feel like cutting grass. What's on my what place would I want to travel to? I'm like reading off of the thing. The first few questions all the way up to the job was, the questions I've had. So, travel bucket list. Um, Honestly, I would want to go to Cancun. I would want to go to Canada and another place and like two other places that seem weird, but it's not. One is New York, because one is New York, which we live very close. I live very close to. It's like an hour away, basically, an hour or something away. I live very close to it, and it's not really a place because they have them all over the U.S. So it's like whichever one's the closest. I want to try In and Out or in Whataburger. I want to go to a place where they have that at. So wherever that is, because we went to Tennessee and we tried Dutch Bros. Really good. So now In and Out. So now we got burger places that don't dry, like the animal fries and all of that. I want to try that. What does a true friendship mean to me? Basically, someone who's someone who knows your insecurities and doesn't joke about it. Because if you know somebody's insecurity, something someone has tried to change about themselves multiple times, and you go and joke about it, are you a true friend? Is the question. Are you? Because I literally haven't talked to this one friend group of mine since summer started because, well, I haven't talked to any of my friends. They've all tried to reach out to me, and I've like barely talked to them. So it's like, don't make fun of a person's insecurities if you know that it could lead to something big and bad. Um, Also, just being there for the person. Like, you're telling me if I needed help with like anything, and you're like, I'm actually doing something, I can't help you right now, but maybe later, then I might spiral out. What? But if you come to me and ask me for help, I'm like right there. I don't even drop what I'm doing. I'm still doing whatever I was doing, but I'm over here helping you too, right? Right. So help each other out no matter what. You don't have to drop what you're doing, just help them out. And I mean, like, you gotta respond like kind of quick. Don't leave me undelivered for like 30 minutes. See, I might do it to you, but that's only because half the time my phone is on do not disturb. Half the time my phone is on do not disturb. So, who am I closest to in my family and why? Ooh, if this got clipped and went put on you in TikTok, oh, my family would be mad. But mom and dad's side, we're gonna go for mom's side, and then we'll go to dad's side. We're gonna explain why. Mom's side, we have my cousins, Janae, Gaia, and Elisha. I'm closest to those three because these three are closest to me in age. These Kaya is Kaya could go into college. Janae is the same age as me, and Elijah is around a few years younger than me. I'm not sure how many, but I think he's like 4 or 3 years younger than me. So we are all very close in age. So when we hang out and when we talk, it's like always about the same thing because we have the same problems at this age, right? And then on my dad's side, it's everybody is older than me on my dad's side, which is like, okay, I get it. They've all had their my dad's the youngest out of his three sisters, so it would make sense that he'd have, you know, kids on that side that are older than me, like in their 20s and 30s at this point. I'm kidding. None of them are actually in their 30s yet. Yet. But the person I'm the closest to would have to be my cousin Brittany. And this is why. This is why. Even though me and Brittany don't talk, I talk to another one of them the most. Me and Brittany are close to each other because we are seen as the outcast in our family. We are seen as the person like, don't go get them mad. They're gonna crash out. We are seen as that, both of us. But then you have all these other we have our others who literally crash out over the smallest things, and you're like, and we're the problem? And we're the problem. Like, the last times we've hung out with everybody, we've literally looked at each other and we're like, and we're the problem? Like, it doesn't really make sense how you see us as the problem when they literally are crazier than us, right? What's the weirdest thing I've taken a pic of with my phone? With my phone? The weirdest thing I've taken a pic of? I actually don't know. Um, Probably the inside of my pocket. I've accidentally taken a picture of the inside of my pocket. What? I know, crazy. If I could do any other job, what would it be? Well, I don't have a job, but I technically do have a job, which is cutting grass. If I could pick another one, I would have to go into like the food business instead of retail. Food business. But retail is also very cool because you get to work with like, but the food business is one thing I do want to be in. I love to cook, and it's honestly a way for me to like explore new flavors, and I just want to be a cook. But culinary school is expensive, so I'd rather go to a whole set of different job thing. But then after that, you go back into school and then do culinary. So that way, if I decide that this one job is way too dangerous for me, and even though I like being out in the field and doing work like that, this job is way too dangerous for me, I'd go into culinary that way. That job is being a police officer. So, most memorable compliment. Anyways, next question after that, because we're not gonna do that. If I could have dinner with anyone in the world, who would I choose? It didn't say like dead or alive is the question. Dead or alive? Alive? I really don't know. Alive, but dead? It'd have to be my grandma. It would have to be my grandma. If that was like dead or alive, I choose someone dead. Alive? Probably someone famous. I'm not really sure who, but like someone famous for sure. What do I value most in a friendship? The one thing I value most is trust and independence. It's like trust, independence, and knowing that you're different, right? Because trust, you have to trust a friend. Independence, you know that even if you like kind of drift apart and be your own, you like be your own person, right? Basically, don't drift apart, but be your own person, basically. And be different from your friend because not all friends are the same, same wording, different fonts, right? So all of that. If I could have any talent, what would I choose? Well, I'm a very good singer because, well, if you hear my voice now, it's basically like a baritone tenor type situation. But in reality, I'm an alto and soprano too. Crazy, I know. But I can also be a baritone tenor, which means I can change. Like if I'm like writing a song and I need to figure out what's the best way to sing it, I'm gonna try it in soprano too. I'm gonna try it in alto, and then I'm gonna try it in baritone tenor. So that's a cool talent that I have. That music speaks to me literally. I can figure out like When someone plays a note, I can figure it out. Like on the keyboard, I can figure it out. They give it to you in an order and then play one. I can figure it out that way. I have a knack for that. And then also, if someone sings the lyric, like if I'm learning a song, right, and you give us the part and you sing the part for me, I can do it that way. Or if you play the part and give me the words, I can figure it out. I have a very good ear for that types of stuff. So that's a talent that I actually have, and I don't think a lot of people have that. So that's really cool. Except for Charlie Puth, he has that, which I'm basically like him, but a black version. Um, one lesson life has taught me: don't trust people. Don't. Well, don't. Don't. Yeah. If someone spills secrets to you, be careful about what you say to them because they might up and atom leave your life. So be careful with that. Be careful with that. I've had that happen, and a lot of people assume things about me. I'm like, I'm actually a lot happier now, so I like don't actually care. They're like, we don't trust that, but okay. I'm like, trust it because not only am I happier, I don't care about what people say about me. We're gonna check the time now because I think it's almost time. So we're gonna come back to that though. We actually have 10 minutes left before we have to wash this out. I think we might have to do it again because not all the red came out, but it's. But like, I don't care basically about that. I just wanted it almost all of it out. So you have 10 minutes left. All right, guys, 10 minutes up. You're doing karaoke. What song am I singing? Let's go to the Spotify. That was weird. I don't know why I said it like that. But yeah, we are in Spotify right now. So let's look at my like songs and see what song we are singing. It really depends on the vibe. If the vibe is, oh, we're partying, then I'm gonna hit you with some candy shop or some. I'm gonna hit you with some. I'm gonna hit you with some candy shop. But if we're like, or some Soldier Boy, kiss me through the phone. If we're partying like that, right? Kiss me through the phone. I see you later on. I hit you with something like that. But if it's like, or supposed to be by Lamarion. But if it's like, sing your heart out, I'm gonna hit you with some Mario. Let me love you. Some, I don't know where the song went. Um, or some Michael Jackson. I think it's Heaven Can Wait. I'm gonna hit you with some that. I'm gonna hit you with that. Heaven Can Wait. Michael Jackson. I'm gonna hit you with that. Tell the angels no. I don't wanna leave my baby alone. I don't want nobody else to hold you. That's a chance I'll take. Baby, I'll wait. I hit you with that, right? What are things people do that make me feel valued or appreciated? Honestly, valued or appreciated, like if you know I don't do, if you know I went a whole day, basically, I didn't eat dinner one day. All I did was eat lunch because I didn't eat breakfast. So I ate lunch and didn't eat dinner because what the dinner was salmon stuffed with crab, like crab stuffed salmon, and like basically a bunch of crab dishes, right? I'm like, I don't eat any of that. Like, I don't eat crab. So, which is weird because of where I'm like where I am. Like I live in Maryland, so it's like I don't eat crab and I live in Maryland. Right? Weird. Home of the blue crabs in Obey, and I don't eat crabs. The only reason why is because a few years ago, like sixth grade, I had braces and stopped eating a bunch of foods. So I don't eat corn, I don't eat crab, I don't eat well, I eat popcorn. But like there's a bunch of foods that I just don't eat anymore because I had to stop eating them. I just stopped eating them because the flavoring in them was like wrong. Like crabs, I mean, if I really wanted to, I would eat it, but at the same time I can't because something in me is like, no, that's no. So I eat imitation crab because it's not real crab, but I'm not gonna eat actual live crab like that. So making sure that I eat and all of that other stuff is a good thing because like making sure that I have food that I can actually eat is crazy and it makes me feel as if you thought of me when you're planning that. Worst player or good player? Wait, would you rather be the worst player on a good team or the best player on a bad one? Best player on a bad one. Um, am I gonna get into detail about that? Yes. The best one on a bad one because one player does not make a team. So that basically means if I'm the worst player on a good team, I'm basically means that these people on my team they're not trying to make me better. But on a bad team, you can make your team better. You can make your team better if you're good on a bad team. It's all about looking at it. It's all about the different perspectives of it. If you could live to age 90 and keep either your 30-year-old mind or your 30-year-old body, what would you choose? I don't know how I'm going to look when I'm 30. I don't know what I'm going to think when I'm 30. I'm not even in I'm not even in my 20s. So, I honestly that one I can't answer for real, but I know 30-year-old your mind is the same and it's always going to be the same, maybe a little bit more developed. So, I don't really care about the mind because if I'm 90, that's 30 more years, which means thirty more years of knowledge, 30 more years of learning the world. So we're not going to keep a 30-year-old mind in a new environment of a new world, which is 30 years later, because a lot of things change in like multiple years. So I think 30-year-old body, because I'm not sure how I'm going to look at 30. I'm not sure how tall I'm going to be, how slim I might be, how I might change, like any of that. I'm really not sure. So yeah, how do I define love? Like a friendship. Love is like a friendship. Love is one thing that you're not really sure of, but it's there. It's always going to be there no matter what happens. Like, you'll always go back to that one person no matter what. And I think that love is what people want but don't know how to have. Love is something that you have to know that something you don't even know that you're ready for, but will show up in your life and never leave. That's basically what love is. What's my idea of a perfect day? Honestly, waking up, not having anybody bother me, like to waking up to nothing, waking up to no alarms, no notifications, none of that. Just waking up on my own in a cold room, being able to eat whenever I want to, being able to do whatever I want, fix whatever I want, watch whatever I want without any interruptions. Because a lot of times when I start to watch a show like upstairs on the main level, when I start to watch said show, a bunch of people start barging into the house. And I'm like, why? Like, I can never listen to something on my own without people talking. So a lot of them are like, why do you always go? Because you're always talking. You're always talking, interrupting. I can't hear something that's at like 30 volume, which is supposed to be the loudest volume because we have a speaker connected to the TV. When was the last time? We're not going to do that one. How do you like to receive support in times of need? Honestly, if I'm being honest, we have a minute left. A minute 30. But receive support? Um, I would want first, if I say I'm okay, and then you can like clearly see that I'm not, be like, okay, well, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm gonna be right here until you want to talk about it. Like, just be there. Like, I may not want to talk about it. Don't push it out of me. Like, don't force me to talk about it. Don't force any of that. Don't force it. Like, let me talk about it on my own time. I might be like a okay. I might actually be okay and just look sad. But like, if I say I'm okay, and then you're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And then go like that. Be like, "I don't believe in you, but I'm gonna trust you." Like that. That's okay. You don't have to believe in me, but as long as you trust that I'm okay and trust that I'm gonna get better myself without talking about it, we should be good. If I had a crystal ball, what would I want to know? I just turned my iPad off, I believe. Crazy. Um, Timer is off, but we're gonna leave this in here for a couple more minutes because we're gonna answer this question and then we're gonna wash it out. Basically, honestly, I forgot what the question was. That's funny. Crystal ball, right? Yeah, crystal ball. What I want to know. We're gonna turn this off now because we're gonna have to wash our hair. If I had a crystal ball, I would want to know what type of future my life upholds. If it's a good future, if I get the job I really want, if I find friends who are actually meant to be my friends, you know, that types of stuff. So now it is time to wash this out because we've gone a minute over, which I think is okay considering the fact that it's a minute. So now we're going to wash it out and come back to you guys. Come back to you guys to see how much red is left in here. Okay, so looking at it now, not all of the red came out. It basically only made it lighter, and the red is still in there. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna look at some of these pieces to make sure that some of the red did come out of all of them, most of them, and then we're gonna so so this one still has red, red, no red, red, no red, red, red. So basically, now it's only about 4 pieces of hair that still technically have red in them, but 4 is okay. 4 is okay. Because as long as the red is lighter, which I'm okay with, but like, if you can't tell, this hair is actually way lighter than any of the other pieces of my hair. Like, if you can't tell, that is like 2 different shades. So you can tell where I've had it, where I've had color, and where I haven't had color, which is crazy. So we're gonna put this all in a ponytail. Hold on. So now that you look at it, some of these pieces are way lighter, but that is genuinely okay because we are going to be adding the color back into our hair when we go back to school. Now all I have to do is find my scarf, my bonnet. So I'll be right back. Bonnet was found. So we're gonna take it out the ponytails and we're gonna put it into the bonnet. This bonnet has been through some green coloring, meaning my hair was green once. Mm. Before we do any of that, we're gonna put this leave-in conditioner in my hair because I didn't put any conditioner in it while I was washing it. So we're gonna put the leave-in conditioner in it. So basically, we're gonna clip this to my hair, which works. Basically, I've my hair was curly before, like way curly. So I still have a bunch of stuff from when my hair was curly, like shampoos. I still use that, but the oils I use are a little bit different. I have this Miracle Drops, which grows your hair a little bit faster, for some oil. I have this oil, which is almost empty. I have this spray leave-in conditioner that I use only to refresh my hair in the morning when I like have to go out somewhere. I have what other stuff do I have for my hair? Which they're probably all under here. I have the conditioner that goes with this. Crazy. I have oh wow. Wow. Sleek and Shine Soothing Shampoo, which basically helps shine the hair. This is for straight hair, but it also helps when my hair gets really dry, so I use that every once in a while. And of course, we have this hair mask. Blah blah blah. I'm kidding, it's not a hair mask. I don't own any hair mask. But what we do have, which might come to a shocker or something for some people, is Neat Braid Conditioning Shining Gel, which basically is like for edges and stuff, which I used to slick my hair back when I had curly hair. So now we're gonna put this hair mask in, but we gotta take our hair out of the clip. Flat, fat. Oh, I can't speak sometimes. Little glob. Another little glove. Let's go. You gotta get this one because this one's always left out for some reason. I think it's because it's supposed to be in the back. It's now technically in the front. Cause all that section right here. So now that that is in the front part of our hair, we gotta take the back side out and do the back part. The back part isn't a lot of hair, but you know, it's still hair. So small glob. It basically refreshes the hair and so we only need one small glob for that because it's a lot of hair that we're working with, but it's still some. If you wonder how I have my hair after I like wash it a bunch of times, this is how I naturally have my hair when it's out and not worried about like who I'm gonna see or whatnot. It's just all over the place. Some in my face, all but like yeah. So like I really like my hair. Now what we're gonna do is put that back on the side here. Put this on. This has been through so much. Like it's literally breaking. So hold on, this is really hard. Can I get it out of the hair? Anyway, figured it out. Let's sit you guys down. Sit this mic down and it's on. All right, that's on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask some more questions and answer them. I just said on a wet towel, but I don't care. Um, trust the ball. Needs in a relationship? No. Is there any topic that I feel should be off limits for jokes? We're gonna move to a different setting to answer the rest of these. So let's go. We're leaving the bathroom. Wait, we gotta take a charger with us, guys. What am I doing? Leaving the bathroom. Entering my room. Leaving said room. Out into the hallway. Outwards leaving space. We're gonna get set up, and then we're gonna set you guys up. No, we're gonna. That was loud. I was trying to figure out where I should set you guys, and I figured it out. So, yeah. this is where I'm gonna do most of my videos. JK, tomorrow you guys are gonna see I don't know, in a few like 10 days, you guys are gonna see a get ready with me to go to school and what a first day of school looks like. I'm gonna do two separate videos. So one's gonna be a very short video, and then I'm gonna talk about school and all of that, and the other is gonna be like the classes and where I go, getting on the bus, stuff like that. So let's go back to the questions. What is there any topic that I feel should be off limits? Insecurities. People's insecurities should be off limits to make jokes about. What do I miss most about being a kid? That I could eat a bunch of things without people looking at me like I'm fat and big. Because now I barely eat. And they're like, you need to eat more. I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. If I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. If I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. Don't force me to eat. But after this, I will go eat some spaghetti and meatballs that I fixed yesterday. It's the bomb. But I add like more sugar than what's supposed to be in there. Because my parents basically, what they did when I was young was give me applesauce with any type of like pasta. Like if I had spaghetti or like Chef Boyardee or SpaghettiOs, they'd basically give me applesauce with it. So now I need that. Now I need something. Now I need it to be sweetened every time that I eat it because I don't really eat applesauce anymore. So that's something that I miss as a kid. So that's something I wish I didn't have. That I miss most about being a kid too. When someone walks past you, what grabs your attention first? Um, Hair, and then the outfit. Hair, face. Well, we're gonna put it in order. Hair, outfit, hair and outfit, right? Hair, outfit, and then shoes, because I'm gonna have to look like this. Because what? Because I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna look at the shoes, but like, wow, really? You wore those outside? You know, when I wear Crocs everywhere, so. And what are some ways you've been working to develop yourself? I read that wrong. What are some ways you have been working to develop yourself lately? That is worded wrong. Let me word it a little bit correctly. In what ways have you been working to develop yourself better? Right? So I've started eating less. I'm changing my hair a lot. Different colors, different styles. I'm trying a lot. My style has changed. I'm gonna start wearing more rings. No, I don't wear them now because we're summer. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah. Which would I rather spend? Time or money? Money. Relationship deal breaker. We're thinking about this like very, very a lot because response time. Response time is a deal breaker. Big deal breaker. I'm not about to text you and then wait a whole entire day to get a text back. Like if I'm texting you, you gotta respond in at least 30 minutes. You gotta respond. You got 20 minutes to respond. Or I'm muting your messages. Or I'm muting your messages, and I won't text you back the rest of the day. So what activity makes me feel alive? Softball. I'm starting back for fall. I'm doing fall softball, basketball too. Because, but even though I'm like a big, so I'm like not what I like. People look at me and think, oh, she's big. Put her down here. But like, I'm good. I'm like really good. So What was my last random acts of kindness? Um, I held a door for a family who was trying to get this person like a wheelchair or something inside a place or outside a place. I'm not sure which one it was because it was like last week, so I'm really not sure. But like I hold the doors for people. Like I don't think about it as much, but like if there's someone behind me, I'm opening the door for you. 100%. I don't care how far you are. Like if you're 10 steps away, I'm holding that door for you till you get there. Don't rush. I'll wait. Don't rush. If I could, if you could, what moment in your life would I replay? The last time I seen my grandma, I would replay that moment over and over again. I don't remember it, but I would. Last time I talked to, last time I heard her voice, last time I seen her, all of that. What small thing makes me happy? Um, I don't. Nothing really. Nothing really makes me happy. I don't think I've ever been happy for real. So yeah, that was all these questions because I skipped a bunch of them. So yes, that was the end of the video. This video was like an hour long. Um, so we're also gonna do an intro in the later videos. We're gonna get an intro, we're gonna get an outro. So we're gonna figure out a slogan too, because every day is a new day. Live it. Bye.